Oh, engineer. Good afternoon. Engineer.
Through the side visit together with members of UNICEF and then MEHO, because it's a partnership. The MC mentioned that UNICEF provided the bulk of the investment capital for the facility you see here. The relationship between Jekora and then Municipal Assembly, which is encapsulated in the AJ Green Enterprise, is a public-private partnership. And we are very much privileged that through a procurement process, we came out on top to partner for Municipal Assembly at this critical stage of the development, where they want to sustain the Oxygen City status that they have achieved. Therefore, this particular facility is very, very, very important. It's very important because what we are going to produce here primarily is fertilizer that will be used to grow food and crops for consumption by the human beings. Therefore, the quality assurance is critical, and this is embedded in the process right from the sourcing of the material. Normally, waste, like we said earlier on, is considered as waste. But in order to use it to produce fertilizer for human consumption, it must have certain qualities. It must not be mixed together with battery waste, chemical waste, heavy metal waste that will make it contaminated. And therefore, when you use that kind of waste, contaminated waste, to produce fertilizer and you grow crops, it becomes hazardous. It doesn't become beneficial to the human being. Therefore, right from the source of collecting the waste, we have a program to train people. The initial source is going to be the whole municipal market, and then we are going to train people there so that they'll put the organic waste separately into containers that will provide for them there. And then with the Bola taxi we have here, and then people who have been trained in the technology of the process, they would be bringing that waste from there. The second source of waste is the liquid waste. That's, with your permission, if I will use the right term, because that's what we are in. It is shit waste. A lot of us abhor it. But inside that, when you take it through a scientific process, you can get very good value out of it. So that one will also come, service the over 28,000 toilets that UNICEF has assisted to be built. Am I right? Yes. Yeah. When they collect the stuff from there, they shouldn't dump it into the open. They'll bring it here. So this is like the end point for treating and converting what would have ordinarily been waste to a useful product that can serve humanity and make us more healthy. All the chemical fertilizers we import from abroad, they are not very good for our health. They are also not very good for the soil. But when you come to this facility, AJ Green Enterprise, you get the premium quality compost certified by Ministry of Food and Agri as suitable for human consumption. The business model is going to be such that within the short to medium term, it must be financially self-sustaining. This means that it must be a business that shouldn't rely on any other agency apart from the partnership to run. And in this regard, I'm happy to state that Home Municipal Assembly has taken on the responsibility of sharing the risk of both the cost and then what other risk?
And the benefits.
And the benefits. there are some other reasons. The business cost mainly to make sure that we achieve our common objective. Jekora's specific role as the managing partner will be to bring in the working capital, make sure that the business from the beginning runs, because it's after a number of months before we start selling the compost. The compost will take 4 to 5 months to mature, but we have to make sure that within that time it is running. After maturing, we must market it. We have to make sure that all the workers that are coming from the community of Akrofu, all the workers are coming from the community of Akrofu, that we pay them to sustain them, and then we'll run this up until the time when we break even, before together with all the other partners we'll start sharing profits. If we make losses, the losses will share too. But it is not Jekora's intention to make losses.
Never make any loss.
We can assure the whole Municipal Assembly. We would like also to thank the traditional leadership for hosting us, and then UNICEF for the marvelous investment you put in. Jekora, we are known for our trailblazing innovations in transforming otherwise waste into useful products. And those useful products will compete favorably on the open market based on the needs and then consumption needs of the population. So the fundamental principle for funding this operation, this whole operation, is anchored on the polluter pays principle. The successful tanker drivers who will come here to this lodge will have to pay a fee for the processing. The beneficiary of the...
How much are they paying now? Double
axle trucks is 200 cedis per tipping, and then 10 cubic meter trucks is 180, and single axle trucks, which may be 7 to 8 cubic, will be 150. It is from this that would finance all operations here. Into the future, we have been given extra land by the Municipal Assembly to expand. So we'll add on the expansion. Then there's another waste stream, that is sawdust and wood waste. We'll invest into equipment to produce what is called briquette. The briquette is going to replace wood waste and firewood and then charcoal, because that also have negative impact on the environment. When we start producing that, then we'll add on another revenue source.
And this charcoal will last longer than the normal charcoal.
The next stream we'll bring on board is aquaculture. We'll grow catfish and mudfish, and then we'll also do a demonstration farm, so that anybody who's coming to buy the compost, the premium fertilizer in the whole Ghana, that's the premium fertilizer. Okay. And so all of us, when we leave here, let's remember that you get a premium fertilizer only from HJ Green Enterprise. So that people who come and buy it, they will also see, the results from the yields. There will be demonstration farms here. We'll do demonstration farms with farmers around, so that we practically demonstrate to them the benefits that we'll get out of that. The overall general impact, international impact, will be positive impact on climate change, local economy development, agri-food security, employment. It has got several benefits. Yes, and when Chief Executive was talking, he made mention of the SDG 6. Jekora, we've been able to come so far. Also, creating partnerships on SDG 17, partnerships for development. All what we've been able to achieve, it is not on our own steam. It is through these partnerships for development, which is reflected in SDG 17. There are other SDGs which also can be associated with this kind of facility. So don't look at it as a small facility. The value embedded in it, the lot of work that has gone into it, the professional expertise that has gone into it, UNICEF, the consultants, the engineers of Municipal Assembly, and also the interest of the local residents through the chiefs and opinion leaders have all gone into this. And so the value in it is what we look out for. The annual initial production will be 18 tons of premium quality fortified compost. And then as the years goes along and we expand and we add on the capacity,
the more the poo-poo,
yes,
the more the compost.
Right. So at this stage, please regulate the pressure properly. We are sorry. But it's important
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe,
and click on the bell for more updates.